Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about else statements. Hopefully you've already looked at our Instagram. It has a really good introduction and it is at Teaching Teens Code. The agenda for today is we will be talking about nested if-else statements and then elif statements. Hopefully you remember this code from last video. This is where we were doing the grade converter. If your grade is greater than or equal to 92%, then its grade is A, and if it's greater than or equal to 95%, then it tells you that you did a good job. Today we're going to do something similar. We're going to do a grade converter. And I think that is one of the best examples of nested if-else statements just because it invokes both of those principles really well. Over here I have a sample grade converter. It doesn't necessarily have to be yours, but this is just an example. So you have an A if you have from a 90 to 100%, you have a B if you have from 80 to 89%, and so on. This is hopefully a system we're all familiar with, so let's just use it. I'm going to go ahead and copy this into our main code, just so it's easily accessible, and I'll delete it after. So we're going to go ahead and ask again for what the user's grade is, and based on that, we're going to convert. So we know how to do if statements. We will say if the grade is greater than or equal to 90%, then print grade is A. Now we want to say otherwise, if this grade is not A and it is greater than 80%, then it is a B. And the way to do that is to say else if grade is greater than or equal to 80%, print grade is B. And we'll continue to do that until we finish with the whole thing. Sorry everybody, that's a typo. I'm currently learning Java too, and so sometimes when I'm doing Python I find myself adding semicolons where it's not necessary. At the end I did something interesting. Instead of adding another else if statements, I said if none of these conditions were true, if it wasn't an A, and it wasn't a B, and it wasn't a C, and it wasn't a D, then I know that the grade is F. So let's actually run it 5 times, and let's input 1 in each and see what happens. It should give an A, it should give a B, a C, D, and F. Now one thing you might have realized is this is a really bulky thing to do, right? I have so many lines of code for something that seems pretty simple, and it took me a little while to type it up. Even if you didn't, we all know how much Python loves its contractions, and we have a contraction for this, and they're called elif statements. I actually love elif statements. I never use else if statements, I always use elif. And the way it works is you combine these 2 sentences into one, like so. I'll just fix the indentation. It might be simpler to just type it anew, but you don't have to do that. And at the end of elif statements, there will still be an else to show that if none of these conditions are true, it will be an F. So let's just try it again. So as you can see, it worked exactly the same as last time. There were fewer lines to print, and it just seems much cleaner because it's all in the same indentation level, so it shows you that they're all related to this if statement on top. Hopefully this helped. As usual, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Feel free to screenshot my code. Please make sure you practice it, and I hope you have a great day.